Good morning, welcome to another video. If you don't already know me, I'm Johnny Jenkins. I am a politics student at Warwick and a radio presenter as well. And at the moment, I'm at home in Essex in isolation due to the coronavirus. And I thought I'd take you with me today because I'm going to head into work a little bit later on. I'm classed as a key worker because I work in news broadcasting, so I'm allowed to go to work. I'm going to head there a little bit later on, present a show, loads of interviews, and following all the latest news. But in the meantime, this morning I'm still at home. I've got a couple of interviews to do this morning. I pre-record some at home. I would normally record them in the studio, but we're trying to sort of limit as many people as possible, to stay at home and to not go in the studio. So I'm going to record a couple of those at home and then head in a little bit later on. But at the moment, before the interview, my first interview gets underway, I'm just sorting out a couple of articles for our website, making sure that our website is as up to date as possible. And just very quickly, before my first interview this morning, I'm just editing a quick for and against article for my magazine at Uni Perspectives about whether Dominic Cummings, the Prime Minister's chief advisor, should resign. So my co-editor Billy edited one side yesterday, I'm editing the other side now, and then we're going to post it online. But now I'm ready for my first interview. I record myself on the microphone. I have a phone there which I record the guest, and then afterwards I piece it all together and match it up. You don't need to do that normally if you're in a studio, but where we're recording from home, you have to sort of make ends meet a little bit. Every now and then you do an interview and it's like, you just love it and it's so much fun, and I really, really enjoyed my chat. I was talking to a nudge psychologist all about coronavirus and how the government's behavioural psychology unit works. It was so interesting, and he made it so simple to understand as well. Absolutely loved it. So that's the second interview done. I interviewed YouTuber actually, Alex Southwaite, travel blogger, talking about how travel can return back to normal after coronavirus. Now, time for a little bit of a chill now. I might read my book. I need to start a new one. I think I'm going to start that one right there. We'll see how it goes anyway. And then I'll go into work in a couple of hours. So in case you're wondering what that book is, it is this Coalition by David Laws. I'm just starting it. It was recommended to me by my friend Noah, who is a radio presenter. Actually, it was recommended in his radio broadcast, and I got it secondhand, and I'm going to start it now, and it's all part of this collection. Such an interesting book. Oh, I cannot wait to finish it. I've read that much. I've got so much more to go. I could sit here all afternoon reading that book. It was absolutely fascinating. Anyway, I need to make some lunch before I head to the office. Just got in the car, heading to work. I'm waiting for it to cool down in this car. You know when it's like been in the sunshine all day, it's absolutely sweltering. The roads are going to be really quiet actually, because of course everyone's at home at the moment, so getting to work is so super easy for me at the moment. It will take me like 20 minutes, maybe 25. People are driving like nutters today, honestly, crazy. Anyway, I'm underneath the shopping centre now. I'm just going in, because the radio station I work for, Gateway, is based in the shopping centre. And then you have to walk through the guts of the shopping centre, which over the years I've got quite used to, but I suppose it is a bit peculiar. And all the escalators are turned off because there's no one here, but the sun is absolutely pouring through the ceiling. Good job we've got aircon at the studio. So I'm in the studio now. Well, I'm in the office. The studio's just down there. I arrived at my desk. I've got my anti-bac, and so the first job is, of course, to anti-bac the whole desk. Sanitizer, mommy. Oh my god. Have we got the tissues? Got hand sanitizer in my eye. So I've been writing all my questions and scripts and checking them over with another presenter to get their thoughts on them. Normally we just sit across and have a chat, but of course we're having to message and call each other that way. Nearly done, and just scheduling some social media posts to go out alongside the show this afternoon. Right, preparation done. And we just have to get on with the show now. It starts in about 20 minutes time. just popping downstairs to make coffee and go to the loo ahead of the show. I'm looking forward to it, actually. It's going to be on air from 3 until 7 this afternoon, so it's quite an intense 4 hours, but it's very enjoyable. Coming into the studio now, need to give it all a clean before I get started though. So remember I recorded those interviews at home earlier? Well, one of them is playing out now.
Talk to travel expert and content creator Alex Althwaite. Welcome.
Good afternoon, just after 3:30, here's the latest. Another interview that I recorded earlier is airing out, which gives me a good opportunity to pop to the loo. So I'm on air, the music's playing, and there's this important committee taking place with the Prime Minister there. So I've got the subtitles on there, and I'm trying to sort of follow that as we go along whilst presenting the show. So the aim in the studio is always to hit the news on time at past and on the hour. And my 4:30 news is pretty much perfect. So if you look here, this is my system, and if I scroll down for you, you see these red numbers. That is the time that these things are going to come into place. And news there, where's it gone? News tab, 4:30. That is a perfect news time. Generally in the show you have a lead interview, a big one, and today's one is with a local politician, the leader of the local Conservative group, and that is in a few minutes' time. So I've got all my notes and my scripts, and yeah, pretty much ready to go. That'll be a longer one. That's double the length of the other interviews in the show. Looking forward to it. So that interview I was telling you about with Conservative councillor, all good, went quite well, and yeah, we move on to the next thing. That's what the nature of doing this 4-hour show is. 1 minute I was talking about pets, next minute I was talking to a politician, I was talking about universities, all sorts. We cover a real range of things on this show. It's what you call a magazine show in the trade, because it covers pretty much everything, like you would if you read a magazine. What's next? Ah, yes. 6 o'clock, coronavirus update. We do that every day. So I've been doing it now for 11 weeks, I think. Maybe this is the 12th week, where at 6 o'clock, after the government briefing, essentially bring listeners up to date on everything and give them all the information they need. So I'll be doing one of those here in the studio in 20 minutes. Just popping out again. I cannot believe how quickly, nearly tripped down the escalator, how quickly the show's going. Nearly 3 hours down, just one more to go, and the content on all the news and everything is generally a little bit heavier at the start of the show, and there's fewer interviews towards the end as we play a little bit more music. So the hardest bits are done. Oh, I like this new song from Lady Gaga and Ariana Grande. Haven't heard it yet. Playing it now though. I'm on the last song of the show. Those 4 hours have been so quick, and my hair has been, as always, ruined by the headphones. Show done now, back in the guts of the shopping centre, heading to the car. So all done with the show today, just about to drive home, and I do 2 shows a week. I do the Wednesday, which you've just seen, and then I do the Sunday morning as well. So that's 2 days a week, and then 4 days a week I contribute with daily updates at the moment anyway, all about coronavirus. Really enjoyed it, really enjoyed the show today, and time now is 7 o'clock, so I'm going to go home, have something to eat, and then just chill out and then go to bed. So thank you very much for watching. I really, really appreciate your company as always. I'd love to hear your feedback if you've got any. You can comment down below or at me on social media, Johnny Jenkins DJ, and I'll speak to you very soon.